Hello and welcome to Tea and Cornbread, a conversation with Sean and Tracy. I am Sean,
And I'm Tracy.
and we are talking to you all that are 50 and fabulous.
And don't forget handsome.
And we want you to know that we want to get some education happening,
Yes.
some empowerment.
We want to grow with you. We want to learn with you. We want to see what you're doing, 50 and over.
So like, share, comment, follow, subscribe,
Grab your
and
tea.
grab your tea.
Welcome. Good morning, evening, whatever time you're listening to us. This is Tea and Cornbread with Sean and Tracy. I'm Tracy. My co-host Sean is enjoying a lovely, well-deserved vacation, so she will be missed today. We do have a special guest, Marv Kino, in the house. We will be getting into it with him very soon. I am going to read our affirmation for the day. Then I will move on and get into talking to Mr. Kennel. So today's Jesus is Calling. It says, "Let my love seep into the inner recesses of your being. Do not close off any part of yourself from me. I know you inside and out. So do not try to present a cleaned up version of self to me. Wounds that shut away from the light of my love will fester and become wormy. Secrets, sins that you hide from me can split off and develop lives of their own, controlling you without you realizing it. Open yourself to my transforming presence. Let my brilliant love light search out and destroy hidden fears. This process requires time alone with me as my love soaks into your innermost being. Enjoy my perfect love, which expels every trace of fear." That is, again, Jesus is calling, reminding us to always put him first and take time for him. Yes, Mr. Kennel, we're going to get right into it. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, he's so laid back, relaxed. He just chill. Look at him, y'all.
Sunday.
Today is Sunday.
Today is
He came
Sunday.
in, let me tell you. He was right in here this morning. I looked, that door opened up. I said, "Marv, you already, he ain't playing, y'all. He's ready to come sit down, talk, and give us some of his information, things that he got going on." So before he starts to talk, I read up on your bio. A few things that I read took from it. You used to work in the prison system, the Federal Bureau of Prison.
Yeah.
You are a vet. Let me say thank you for your services, sir.
Yeah.
Definitely that. You do have a podcast or a talk show of your own
Yes.
called Clock
Hour.
Hour.
Right.
Also a record label.
Yeah.
You have a record label. You are a artist of music because you have produced some songs out there. I went out there and I listened to them. We'll get into that where people can stream those.
Right.
And one of the biggest things I think, no, not just the biggest thing, you do photography, you do chef, let's see, what else? Let me see. You're a substitute teacher. Marv Kennel got a lot of things going on. What they say, jack of all trades, master of none.
There you go.
There you go, which is also a good thing. Always learning, always educating. So a little bit, we're going to try to tap into a little bit of everything that we just talked about.
Right.
So tell us a little something about yourself that maybe people don't know if I didn't already tell them just now.
It's about evolving. I came up around here, and I left to go to the Navy. Quick story on that. I used to work at a factory when I graduated high school, and
Push up.
so I went. I came home. I laid down.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a voice that says, "You need to get out of here."
Okay.
So I got up, I called a recruiter, "Come get me." He's like, "What?" I said, "Come get me." I took off that day, came back the next evening. Everybody, where you been? Where you been? I told my moms I joined the Navy. My mom was like, "I'm gonna tell your grandmother." What it was I had to make the decision on my own.
Right.
And that voice was so clear.
Mm-hmm.
You read the religious piece just a minute ago, but that voice was so clear that when I call that recruiter, I was
You
dead
was
serious.
you
yeah.
meant it, yeah.
Yeah, come get me, man.
And you couldn't let anybody influence that.
No.
And I like what you just said, because a lot of times we try to live our lives for our parents, for other people.
Yeah.
So you didn't even let anybody know,
No.
this is what I need to do, and I'll tell you that I've done it,
Right.
after.
After the fact.
Yes.
That's what happened.
Yeah. How did they feel, though? Like, what did your family say
Well,
once you did it without talking to them? Which it was your decision. You a grown man. You were able to do that.
I think everybody was like, well, my mom, she moves like that. Well, don't be crying to come home.
Okay.
When you get homesick, don't be crying to me. Okay.
Yep, you made that decision. You made that bed, you're going to lie in it.
Right. And, my grandmother, pretty supportive, I guess. I don't know. It was something that called me.
Okay.
And you know what? Believe it or not, the friends that I made in there, they're still my
They're
friends
still your
today.
friends. Nice.
We talk. You ever seen the app Marco Polo?
Yes.
We talk.
Oh, okay.
We talk almost every day. Those are my brothers if in need.
For life.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I need them and I call them, they're coming. Yeah.
Nice.
We had 2018, we had one of our friends passed away. So I said, what y'all want to do? We going. I rented a car, stopped in D.C., got
Okay.
one, stopped
Picked up
in
the next one.
Chesapeake, got the next one,
Yes.
and we went to Georgia and went to a
Nice.
funeral.
Nice.
Did the opposite coming back.
Yes.
You know?
That's awesome to hear that, because
Yeah.
we don't always hear about those relationships that
No,
last like
you're
that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
we say it all the time in our sisterhood, because we have that, friends that we grew up with, friends that we met, in high school, grammar school, that we're still friends with. So people
Right.
need to hear those stories, because those
Right.
relationships truly, truly do last.
They mean a lot.
They definitely do.
They keep
Yes.
They keep me balanced.
And
if
they
it
have
wasn't
to.
for them,
Yeah.
I'd be all over the place,
Exactly.
And that's real talk. I'd be all over the place if it wasn't for them.
Yeah.
Because even talking about them, one, everybody has their own personality.
Yes.
So we kind of jive. And then what's crazy? With these two brothers, all our mothers are Virgos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, that's like the stars
Everything's aligned.
lining up.
Yes,
Yeah.
everything aligned.
So, it's that when I tell that story, I don't know whether people believe me, but I heard that voice clear.
Yeah, but why do you think people don't believe you?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
yeah, but yeah.
You hear that voice, don't ignore it. That's like gut feelings.
Yeah.
When you get that gut
Feeling,
feeling,
yeah.
you trust it
Yeah.
always.
So speak a little bit to your experience being in the service as a black man, especially that was in the 80s.
This was 87.
So straight out of high school.
Yeah, it was trying. I'm going to say trying because I met people that didn't even know black folks lived in Connecticut, that there was black folks up here.
Really?
Yeah. And you meet people that just don't like you.
For no reason, just because of the color of your skin.
And I noticed it was Florida cats, South Carolina cats, and Georgia cats.
Down south. So, and correct me, was it because of the color of your skin, or was it our people or
It was
other
our people that I didn't get along with.
Okay.
Majority of the time, the beefs, the problems.
Yeah.
Being in the military was like, you go do a job when you're in port. You go do a job and you get off work.
That's it.
And you go
Do what you do. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But you cross paths with people that just
Was
don't.
it? Do you think it was because you were from up north?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was part of
So
it.
how did you deal with that though? Did you mend those relationships, or did you just keep it moving? Like how did you? Because being away from home, having to deal with that, how did you handle that?
You fought. You fought. We fought.
Really?
You maneuver around it, and when you get to some of. I used to go to Scotland a lot.
Okay.
So the sub that I was on submarines. The sub I was on, you go from Connecticut, we fly over to Scotland, take over the sub, and they fly back. Same thing. We fly back. But when you go over there, you're bumping into some of these cats, man, and it is what it is. I'm a peacekeeper, but it is what it is.
You have to stand up for yourself. You had to, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
it wasn't nobody, And then, the brothers that I did run with, they wasn't playing.
Yeah.
I ran with brothers from Chicago, from Texas, from D.C., like I said, and, they wasn't playing.
Yeah.
You meet a lot of people. And
You meet a lot of different people.
Right.
Okay.
Different spots
Okay.
and stuff.
But you maneuvered it. You made it work. And
I had a ball. To be honest with you, I had a ball. Like, really, a ball.
Yeah.
Anybody tell you they didn't have fun in the military, they was doing something wrong.
Okay.
Because I had a ball. When I wasn't working, I was partying. I partied everywhere. With a club. I wasn't no sightseeing dude.
I don't know. Like, that wasn't your focus, though. He's not saying that
Nah,
wasn't his
nah.
focus. He's just saying he made the best of it when he was in the service.
I enjoyed myself.
And he learned a lot. Trials and tribulations, but that's life, though. No matter what career you are, no matter what you're doing, at the end of the day. Okay, bring us into your next phase of life, because your bio, you like I said, you got a lot going on.
Yeah, that was quick.
You got a lot of stuff going on. So you chef, you do photography.
I was my trade is food service. Right.
Okay.
Running kitchens and stuff. That's my trade.
What you do.
Food.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got out in '97. I moved to Georgia. And I did little odd jobs. I sold home filtration systems. I worked for Foot Locker. I did all kinds of I even worked at the pecan factory in Harlem, Georgia. I did all kinds of stuff. Then I went to Department of Corrections down there. They paid me $20,000 a year. Mm-hmm. And this was a prison hospital. So I was like, man, I'm going home. This wasn't working. It wasn't enough money.
Yeah.
When for the
cost of living. Yep.
And they say the cost of living, and I said, no, that's BS, because food still costs the same.
Right.
Food still costs the same. Gas may be a little cheaper, but they was going up on the rent every year.
Yeah, you couldn't live. You couldn't make it.
I couldn't live, man. I came back here. I was working for the halfway house, and they paid me more than I was getting down there. And this was a close to max facility. So this was years ago, but how they haven't went that far from where they was paying us now.
Wow.
They were, so I'm like, that ain't no money.
Yeah.
So I did the halfway house, and then my man hooked me up and got me into the federal prison.
Nice.
I did 20 there.
And that's what I was going to talk about too. Next, the federal prison. Yeah. Talk about getting into that. Well, how did you first even get into corrections? What made you want to go into that field? I mean, being in a service, you said you were in food services. How did that turn over to going into being in the correctional center?
That, down in Georgia, that was stability.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That was basically stability far as...
So that's why you went into it, not because...
I didn't want to do that. I never want to do that. Nothing against COs and stuff like that.
Right,
but,
right.
You know what I used to do? I used to buy those Find the Word books. Mm-hmm. Them little ones that they sold at grocery stores, right? And I would time myself doing
how
my
long
rounds.
it would take you to...
to finish a whole page and do my rounds.
Okay.
That was... At the federal prison, I started out as a CO there, and then I moved over to food service. So that was just getting my foot in the door and working in the field that I had training in, But the federal system was different.
Okay,
it's a different caliber of prison, inmates, and these are. I started there in 2000. Those are. Them guys that you may have people attached to cartels. You may have coyotes that escort people coming in the border, and you may meet people that was running a crystal meth lab and all different types.
What people would think is more of a high caliber crime.
Right,
A crime is a
right.
crime. Don't get me wrong,
Right.
but
It was,
yeah.
it was, because I had the young lady from the reality show working for me doing tables.
You did.
Yeah, the Judice lady.
How mentally? How did you deal with that though?
You know what? When I started, it was women,
Okay.
all women. Georgia, it was all men. So I played stupid when I got there.
Okay.
My man said, "Don't tell them everything, so you slide a little bit in." And there was a couple people I had to check, and like, you're not gonna play me like I'm stupid to this,
Right.
Staff. The staff was the hardest part.
Oh, really?
Yeah, staff, because they would come to you, and not to sound like a black or white thing, but that black and white thing is real.
Yeah.
These people,
Oh, definitely.
These people
yes.
would, they know it all. They stick their chest out.
Right. Right. Here you come.
Yeah.
Who you think you are?
Right.
Yeah.
And I'd be laughing because they didn't know what I knew. I said, "This is you. You guys want to run around here beating on women, man? That's not
Yeah.
where I came from. In Georgia was a close to max, so this was nothing. This was easy. All you gotta do is sit down and have a conversation. They get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get it. So that's what was trying for the most part. There was some people, when I first started, somebody said, "Mr. Kennel, they got $100 bet saying you won't make it your first year."
Oh, wow.
I said, "Well, tell them they lost their money."
Wow.
You know who came through? That young lady from Waterbury. She came through there. I said, "Come here, let me talk to you. My name is Mr. Kennel here." She blew it, not even a week. I said,
Really?
What did I tell you? You know what I'm talking
She
about.
went in there. Yeah. Yeah.
She blew it. I said, "Yo."
You tried to help her, but
Yeah.
she just didn't want to listen.
She would have had it gravy. She would have
Yeah.
been straight,
Yeah.
especially with me.
Right.
They was like, "Mr. Kennel, she running her mouth."
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, they was coming up to me on the
Telling
telephone.
you,
Yeah,
telling
they was
you,
like,
yeah.
"Who's Marv?"
Yeah.
You don't know my first name. I didn't know my first name.
Yeah.
They was like,
Wow.
yeah, she
Yeah.
blew it.
Well, sometimes you try to help people.
Yeah.
I mean, you tried.
Yeah, me and her
sometimes they don't
cool, but
listen. Yeah.
I told her, "Don't do
You
it."
knew after that you
Yeah,
had to
don't-
step back
yeah,
and
don't
just
do
let
it,
the chips
don't
fall
do
where
it.
they may. Yeah.
Yep, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. And it's all good. That was an experience and a half because you met some brilliant people.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant people. Like the young lady used to do the injections for the back, the
Yeah.
BBLs
Yep.
from New York.
She was in there.
She was doing pots and pans for me.
Yeah.
Then she came back. She went back out there and was
Did
doing
the
it
same
again.
thing.
She came back.
I mean, yeah.
But who want, you gonna go to the alley like Boondocks? You go to the alley and let somebody shoot something in your
Yeah.
backside.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It is crazy. But people are looking for a quick fix, one, and then
crazy.
the money. I'm pretty sure, you paying a fraction.
She made some money.
It's crazy.
It's
It
still
is.
cheaper in DR.
Yeah.
But that-
yeah.
that
but
young-
people don't do their research and they think I don't gotta leave, I don't gotta leave my city. I could go over here real quick and get it done, unfortunately. But and 9 times out of 10, people are not stupid. Because somebody's been caught and they're in jail doesn't make them a dummy. They, like you said, they
No.
smart.
Yeah.
They very smart.
Yeah.
It's just that they doing dumb things.
Right. And you be looking at them, you're like, now you're back again. I mean, she was
Yeah.
cool. And I have nothing against nobody.
You're not judging her, right?
No,
right.
that's not my job. Come on, I got you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even when the Lauren came, feed her. She was very slim. Feed her.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Cool, beautiful. You could look at certain people and tell that they're a star.
Yeah.
And she had that look in her eye. Star.
Yeah. You seem like you a people person. Like you
yeah.
look out, you trying to look out for people the best
Right.
that you can. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes people think there's an alternative motive sometimes too. Man to woman, especially as, going in near, they probably already,
Right.
had their guards up thinking, oh, he just trying to be slick. Oh, I've been through this before.
Right.
Oh, and that you just weren't that person. Unfortunately, they weren't wise enough to
Right.
pay attention.
Because even that, you see the movie, that BET movie about the young lady Kimba Smith.
Which one?
there's a BET movie. They did a story on this young lady. She was locked up there, and she depicted this other lady in that movie. And that movie, and that lady's still in. You know, one thing about it, if you're human, and you go into a place and you see that there's somebody's grandmother, somebody's mother, somebody's daughter, somebody's aunt, somebody's niece, somebody's sister in there. You're like,
That could be
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
related to your family members and how you would want them
Right.
treated.
I went to a funeral last month in North Carolina. Lady was there. But, you know, so there was a couple people that didn't know who I was.
Okay.
But I went to her funeral because this lady taught me humanity
Right.
and humility.
Yeah.
You know?
We do have to always remember that we got to treat people a
Right.
certain kind of way. Like, never think that you're above someone, better than someone, because what they say, those same people you meet going up, they
Right.
be the same ones you meet coming down.
Exactly.
But something you said I think is important too. We need to put ourselves sometimes in people's shoes.
Yeah.
And not wake up being so nasty, you know. And we're talking about a
Right.
CO. We're not talking against COs. We're talking about your experience being
Right.
in that field and what you've seen.
Right.
But I think in everyday life, we need to do better.
Yeah, because there's little conflicts and stuff. I don't like gatekeepers. If when y'all see me, 9 times out of 10, I'm by myself, right?
Yes.
I don't do gatekeepers. I don't like that. You don't regulate what I do.
Right.
I don't like them. And you know, people, because I was raised to be independent. I even raised my son that way. My son lives in New York.
Okay.
Raised him to be independent. Don't be counting on nobody.
Definitely.
Always situate yourself so if somebody comes in, they add to what you already doing or have. So I don't like gatekeepers. Don't make me feel like I can't do nothing without you.
Yeah.
No.
But
they
Marv,
do that here.
your energy comes in on 10, and I like that.
Yeah,
No
they
matter
do that.
where you're at.
No,
When we
you're
talked to you in the park,
Right.
you was on 10.
Right.
I wish I could get that interview because you still have that same energy and you draw people to you. So that's a good quality that you have, definitely.
Thank
So
you. Thank you. Some
don't
people
change.
don't know how to take it.
Don't change. Well, all you gotta do is sit back and just watch you for a minute, and
Right.
and they'll understand that you are genuine, that you
Right.
mean it. You know what I'm saying? You're not after anything. You're
No.
just here to talk, make friends.
Right.
You know, like you said, grow and learn from each other.
Right.
You know, I'm not coming in to tell you I know everything because I don't. But let me tell you what I do know.
Yeah.
You know, you take it as you know.
Like as it
want.
comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can eat.
What's the problem?
You
I'm
know,
ready to share.
Some people look at it and it's a threat to them.
Yeah.
You know.
And we have to get away from that though, because everybody's not in competition with you. Some people just want to, like you just said, I want to make sure everybody's eating.
Right.
I want to make sure everybody's being educated. I want to make sure everybody has this knowledge. It's out here. Let's share it.
Yeah.
Let's talk. And if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. But don't think I'm coming after you.
Not at all. You know, even like I was doing the record label. I'm gonna switch gears. I had
Tell them the name of your record label.
Clockwork Entertainment.
Clockwork, and look how he
Because
lights up about that.
everything
Well,
is
yeah,
about
tell us the
time.
meaning about. Okay, that's what I was going to say. Tell us the meaning because your show is
Time, the clock hour.
Yep, your
Believe it or
record
not,
label.
I had a radio show, internet radio show, was called the Clock Hour.
See,
So when-
and that why? What's the depiction between the
Time.
word? Okay,
Time is very important to me. So I don't believe in wasting it. Like at one point I was utilizing every second or every moment of the day.
okay,
So if I feel like somebody's here to waste my time, I'm gonna get away from you because it's not bearing any fruit. You know what I mean? So it has to be able to bear fruit, or else
it has to be some kind of meaning, like you
Yeah.
said. What's the purpose of us even having this
Right,
conversation right now?
Well, I rock with y'all.
Yeah.
Look, I've been sitting on the sideline watching y'all, and I watch y'all because I met your co-host,
Sean,
Sean,
yeah,
at my cousin's retirement get-together. Janice.
Okay.
And so we got to talking, and then I told her about the Free Her, the council.
Yep.
So she went.
We
Y'all
up.
went.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all
we
went.
was up there. Yeah.
One of their members died.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm around it.
Yeah.
But I'm not around it.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. So I've been watching, and then what y'all doing, I'm like, okay. And then I had the double Dutch.
Yep. We
Ladies.
we do powering your body, plus we do
Yeah.
40 plus
I
double
told my
Dutch.
moms to go and sit in and watch, and
Yes.
told her to go. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
No, it definitely is. We doing exercising. We
Right.
teaching people how to jump. We learning how to turn better. Like, the things
Right.
we thought we grew up on and thinking we're doing it again and
Right.
bringing in, 40 plus. It's 40
Right.
plus. We enjoying
And
ourselves.
I know Miss Velda Paget.
Yep.
I've
Yep.
known her
Velda.
for
Yep.
most of my life, and
Nice.
just
Yeah.
and my brother.
But you
was,
said growing up here, it's a lot of people that I know
Yeah.
that, between the
paths,
two,
yep.
between the two groups of us doing what we do and the paths that we cross, definitely we're
Right.
going to know a lot of people, which
And
is
everybody
awesome.
went to
Everybody
school
makes
with
a
everybody.
connection. Yeah. Make a connection.
Right.
Yes.
So
yes.
I'll sit on the sideline and I watch, and I'll be with Stacy with the Free Her thing, and
Okay.
just watching and paying attention. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I can rock with this. I can move around and
We
watch
appreciate you
them.
listening to
I'm-
us.
I'm
Definitely that.
supportive.
So we gotta also hook up so we come and talk to you.
Yeah.
On your
Come
show,
on.
definitely
Yeah. Come
also. One of the things too that we want to get into before we, switch any more gears is
Right.
you are an author.
Well,
You have a book that is coming out. I mean, don't belittle it. Why you doing it?
You know why?
Why you
Because-
belittling it?
this is my first run at it.
Okay.
So it's trying.
Oh, definitely. But
Yeah.
anything that's worth it is going to be trying. Nothing comes easy.
Right.
Nothing comes easy.
You know what I did? I carried these little steno notepads with me
Okay.
the whole time I was working at the prison.
Mhm.
So I would,
Write down stuff.
hold my calls.
Yeah.
I'd go to the bathroom and I'd write until my hand get tired.
So you got some from way back in 87 up till
No, this is from 2000
Okay.
up until 2020. Yeah, 20 I retired.
Okay.
2020.
What's the name of your book though?
From the outside in.
Okay.
Because when I first started at the prison and listening to these ladies,
Okay.
they were handing your sisters out hysterectomies like they were,
A physical. Here, we
yeah,
just giving you a
Mr.
physical.
Kendall, my
not-
toe hurt, but they want to give me a
Yeah.
history. I'm not a doctor. I had to do some homework
Right.
and call some people to
Say,
tell
hey,
me
this
what
is
this,
unethical.
What is that?
What are they doing?
Yeah, what
Yes.
is that? But that's the grand scheme of things.
Yes.
So it was a matter of that
Wow.
sticking in my head. Like, wait a minute, they trying
This
to.
is not right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make sense.
That's the system. The system is trying to slow down our sisters' reproductive setup.
That's pretty deep, and
That's
how
where
would
I'm
we
going.
know? How would we know out here?
Right.